If you're looking to play Backbone, you may also be looking at playing the more recently released Tales, the Backbone Preludes, and wondering which to play first, or maybe even whether Tales is worth playing. In this video, I'll share my thoughts since I've played both. It may seem obvious to play the Preludes first before Backbone, but I played Backbone as it was already out and Tales hadn't even been announced yet. In Backbone, you play as private detective Howard Loter, who's sent out on a case to find a missing person, and you uncover the dark truth of their disappearance, at the same time discovering that something much bigger is going on right under your furry little nose. Oh, and he's a raccoon. There's a whole cast of animal characters, but the story focuses on three: Howard, Renee and Clarissa, and these characters are the main focus of Tales, with the addition of one more character, Eli Abbas. Tales, the Backbone Preludes was released recently, and it tells the stories of Howard, Renee, Clarissa and Eli, and while there are paths to be chosen through the choices you make, which I found interesting, each character ultimately ends up becoming who they are in Backbone, so it gives you more context and more background, and you feel like you understand each character more and their motivations. Some of the choices did feel slightly redundant, as each character eventually has to end up with them becoming who they are in Backbone, so no matter how much you want to or try to, you can't stop the inevitable from happening. You can't change whether a character becomes the hero or the villain, they'll always end up becoming who they were meant to be in Backbone. I personally found Eli's story and choices much more interesting because that was a completely new character and I had no idea what was going to happen with him. So should you play Backbone or Tales first? Having played Backbone first, honestly, I wish I could go back and play Tales first. I think it would have given me a better understanding of each character, and especially a better understanding of Eli's discovery, which plays a huge part in Backbone. And for me, that was the point where Backbone started to feel disjointed for me because it was such a big shift. But on the other hand, not playing the Preludes meant that I went into Backbone with no preconceptions about any of the characters, and I just went with my gut when interacting with them. Based on that, I'd say make your own decision, but if I was playing again for the first time, I'd probably play Tales, the Backbone Preludes first. I'd like to add that playing Tales, the Backbone Preludes isn't absolutely necessary. You can enjoy Backbone on its own. The Preludes just adds a little bit more context and a little bit more lore and background to the characters and the world. If you do end up playing both, I'd love to know your thoughts, and if it's your first time delving into Backbone, go and enjoy it. It's a brilliant game.